Hello friends, good afternoon to all of you and welcome to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S exam prep. Before I start the session, let me quickly go for a tech check. So if I'm audible to all of you, please respond it in the chat box if I'm audible to all of you. Yes, please. So quickly going for a tech check if I'm audible to all of you or not. All right, so I've got a communication from my team that I am audible to all of you. So friends, welcome once again to the next session in the series of sessions we are conducting for all of you for TISSNET 2022. Yes, the examination is only 12 days from now. 26th of February is the date. And I am sure that all of you must be well prepared for this examination. So friends, let's talk about in this session one of the most important things that all of you must be looking for. Let's talk about the test taking strategy for TISSNET 2022. I am Gaurav Gupta and I take you through each and every element that you need to basically understand, take into consideration and apply for this particular examination. Again, one very important examination for the admissions to MA in HR programs for the college test, which is in Mumbai. All right. And as I said that we are only left with 12 days. Let's talk about what to be done in these next 11 days and especially on the day of examination. Right. Okay, so Saurav, yes, I'll be telling you all these things. So, you are asking TISSNET के maths क्या करें? Okay, so if you are worried about the mathematics section of TISSNET, then I'll advise you, Saurav, to go and look at all the sessions that I have conducted and that we have conducted for taking care about different sections of TISSNET. So you be a subscriber of BYJU'S exam prep channel and you will get to understand, you will get like a complete detailed information on how to prepare for different sections. So friends, let's start this session first of all with the agenda of this session. Now, in the first few minutes, I'll be discussing about the pre-examination preparation. So yes, we are still left with a total of 11 days before 26th of February. So I'll tell you how to, or basically what to be done in these 10-11 days in order to make sure that you are ready with a proper strategy, a foolproof strategy for TISSNET 2022. After this, we'll be talking about what to be done on the day of the examination, but before the examination. So yes, the exam will start at 2 p.m. and you will have plenty of time since morning up till the afternoon, up till 2 p.m. So I'll also suggest you what to be done on the day of examination before the examination. And then the most important thing will come. We'll be spending majority of time on this, talking about the examination hall strategy, what to be done in the examination hall, how to attempt the paper, talking about various elements that will increase your score, that will maximize your score. So this will be the entire agenda of our today's session. Okay, now before we'll start with the agenda number one, pre-exam preparation, let's spend few seconds quickly on the pattern of the examination. So this is from the official website of TISSNET. So basically TISSNET 2022 is a computer based test with 100 MCQs, 100 objective MCQs. All right, and these questions have to be finished in a window of 100 minutes. So we'll be having 100 questions to be finished in 100 minutes. Some very important factors for this examination is, like, one of the most important factor is there is no negative marking. All right. So we have 100 questions to be done in 100 minutes and there is no negative marking in this examination. Now let's look at the pattern in detail. So in all, there will be three sections that will come in front of you. There will not be any kind of sectional time limit as per the directions given on the official website of TISSNET. Okay, so one important point I'll write. So there is no sectional time limit. All right, so we don't have any sectional time limit. Second thing, we have already seen that there is no negative marking. All right. Now, friends, we will have to be ready with a good strategy taking these 2 points into consideration. We don't have any sectional time limit, and also there is no negative marking. So taking these 2 points into consideration, we have to basically allocate a proper time to each and every section, taking care that we'll be able to clear the sectional cutoff if it is there in any of the sections, and also we should be able to reach the overall cutoff that is required to get admission to MA in HRM program of TISS college. All right. Now, talking about these sections a little in detail. So we have three sections: English proficiency, mathematics and logical reasoning, and general awareness, with 30, 30, and 40 questions respectively in each of these sections. Okay. Now there is no negative marking, and for every correct you will get +1. So the total marks allocated for these sections will be: English 30 marks, maths and logical reasoning 30 marks, and again 1 mark per question for general awareness as well. So we'll get 40 marks. Now, there is no sectional time limit for the first two sections, English and maths, but yes, there is a sectional cutoff for general awareness. So if you belong to general EWS, Kashmiri migrant, or armed forces category, so there is a sectional cutoff of 14 marks for general awareness as given on the official website of TISSNET. If you are from OBC, NC, or PWD category, then there will be a sectional cutoff of 12 marks. There is no sectional cutoff for SC or ST category. All right, so these are some important factors about the pattern of this examination. The level of preparation, obviously, now there is no need to talk about that. We have already discussed this particular element many times. All of you must be well prepared with each and everything. So let's go to the pre-examination preparation as to what to be done now in the next 11-12 days that we have before the D-Day. All right. Now, the first thing is, obviously, we have covered each and every area, each and every topic of quant, logical reasoning, English proficiency, and we must be reading a certain number of newspapers or magazines or GK books to prepare for these three sections. Now it's time to apply whatever we have gained up till now. So the first and the foremost important thing for the next 10 to 11 days is mock papers. All right. So now you must plan your mock papers on these dates that I have mentioned here. So starting from 15, so some of you must have started with the mock papers, but I hope that you must be having at least 5 mock papers remaining for the next 10 days. Okay. So you can plan one mock each on 15th, 17th, 19th, 21st, and 23rd. The last mock that you are taking should be on 23rd. There should not be any mock that you should plan on 24th or 25th of February. All right. So no mock to be taken in the last 2 days before the examination day. All right. So 15, 17, 19, 21, and 23 at a gap of 1 day each. You can take one mock. You can plan one mock. All right. Now, with every mock, you must have a strategy. So devise a strategy today. Definitely we are here and I'll help you in making a wonderful strategy in this session only. So whatever strategy that you will make, you will have to apply that strategy. It should not be like as soon as you start the examination, everything is you forget everything and you don't basically you're not able to apply the strategy that you have made for yourself. No, it should not happen. So whatever you have planned just before the examination, just try to apply, just try to memorize each and everything in the examination and work according to the plan that you have made. Okay, so apply that strategy, and after every mock you need to improvise on that strategy as well. All right. Mohit, can you give mock test link? Mohit, I don't have any mock test to offer, but BYJU'S exam prep here, there are plenty of mocks. You just need to enroll for any suitable program. And like in case you want to take good amount of mock papers, then I would say that if you don't have, just buy a very like mini test series of any of the institutes that offers the mock papers for TISSNET. All right. Okay. So I was saying that strategy you should be able to apply. Okay. And then after every mock, you must work on that strategy. You must work on the failures that you have encountered during the examination and try to improvise the strategy with every mock paper. Okay. So you will have five mocks, at least five mocks in the next 10 days where you can apply and improvise this strategy. Okay. Now, the mock paper that you are taking, you must plan this mock in the same window as that of TISSNET. So TISSNET actual examination starts at 2 p.m. Set a stopwatch, start your timer at 2 p.m. Okay, and set a time of 100 minutes and get over with this mock at 3:40 p.m. It is very important to take this mock in the same window as that of the TISSNET. Your body clock will set in the next 10 days, and जो दिमाग होता है like our brain functions according to the way we have practiced. So if you are taking this mock in the same window at that time of the day, then on 26th of February it is highly probable that your mind will function in the similar manner as you have basically devised it in the last 10 days. So make sure that you're taking these mocks in the same window. All right. Next thing is the post mock analysis. Okay. Now, I have been saying this particular thing whole of my life, since I've been teaching. A mock is incomplete without analysis. If you have not done the analysis, then there is no need, no use of taking any mock paper. Friends, you're not just taking mock to test yourself, you are taking a mock in order to basically find your weak areas, find the loopholes, find the places wherever you have committed mistake. This can be any silly error, this can be a calculation mistake, this can be a conceptual error. But at the time of mock, we are a little ignorant and we are unable to catch our mistakes. Okay, now in case we are doing such mistakes, it is very important to pinpoint, to highlight these mistakes in this post mock analysis so that these mistakes will not be repeated in the next mock, and hence these mistakes are not repeated in the actual examination. All right, so make sure that you are doing a post mock analysis. Okay, now in this post mock analysis, what all things we are going to take care? So first thing is obviously our errors. All right. So errors like if we are making conceptual errors can be made in the section of English proficiency as well, and conceptual error may happen in maths section also. We may be doing some calculation errors. All right, it may happen. All right. So first thing is you have to find the errors that you are making, and in case you are repeating these errors more frequently, then you must write this particular pointer somewhere and make sure that at the time of calculation, like let's say you are making errors in calculations, some heavy calculations. So next time whenever such a calculation comes in front of you, you must be a little slow while performing that calculation. Okay, so you may take 5 to 10 seconds extra and perform that calculation a little carefully. All right. Also, if you think that there is a concept, let's say, for example, in the chapter of time, speed, distance, you are unable to apply that particular concept of circular races. Okay. And you have noticed this particular thing 2 or 3 times. So now it is time to basically work on these weak areas so that they are no longer on the weaker side. Fine. So try to find out the errors. They may be of any nature. Okay. Now, second thing is, during the analysis, you must understand the art of time management. Okay, so let's say in today's mock, so today you have taken a mock of 100 minutes and you have to basically attempt these 100 questions. And during the examination, in the post mock analysis, you find that you are just switching these sections frequently. So for 10 minutes you are doing English proficiency section, and then you switch to the next section, then the third section in under 10 minutes. Okay, so you are switching the sections randomly and frequently. No, this should not happen in the examination. So you must allocate minimum amount of time to each section before you start coming back to the same sections once again. Okay, so understand the art of time management. Then the third thing, whatever you have scored today, let's say out of 100, today you have scored 55 marks out of 100. Okay, and you have scored, let's say 20, 20, and let's say 15 in the sections respectively, 20, 20, and 15. So in the next mock, try to set a higher target. Okay, so for mock 2, you can say that you will increase a score of every section by 3 marks. So 23 or 24 you will score in first section, with 24 in second and 18 in third. So 4 plus 4 plus 3, that means 11 marks. So for the next mock you may target 65 or 66. So with every mock you can keep increasing this target, so that ultimately your score will reach to a good level. All right, so all such things should be a part of a post mock analysis, and believe me, all these things will not take even more than 1.5 hour. Okay, so once you are done with the mock at 3:40 p.m. every day, like I have suggested, then you can immediately spend another 1 hour or 1.5 hour up till 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. in order to basically analyze this complete paper. All right, okay. Now the next step is, obviously, we have determined our weak areas based on the mock analysis that we have done. So now it is important to work on these weak areas. Now what you may do is, if you have understood that there is one concept that you are unable to apply, then just read the concept for 10 minutes and practice 2 or 3 questions related to that. So you have taken care of that particular weak area in a matter of 15 to 20 seconds. 15 to 20 minutes. That's it. Okay, so on every weak area that you have determined as a result of post mock analysis, you can spend 10 to 15 minutes on each of these areas, and they will no longer be your weak areas. All right. Now, this is the most important thing. After you have done all the analysis, definitely including the mock paper and the analysis, you have spent 3 to 3.5 hours in total. Okay, now the most important section of this examination is the GK section. You cannot clear the overall cutoff just on the basis of English and math section. Okay, you will have to score minimum 25 to 20 to 25 marks in GK section. So you have to be very good in this area. Okay, so make sure that for the next 10 days you are reading some newspaper or some magazine or some GK book. You can subscribe to any yearbook. You must be having some study material for that. So make sure that you are working on journal awareness for at least 2 hours every day. Journal awareness will include both static and current affairs, static GK as well as current affairs. So this is a daily dose for you for the next 11-12 days. All right. Now, the next thing is, what about the last 2 days? So we have planned our last mock on 23rd of February and left with 24th and 25th February, that is 2 days. Okay. Now in these 2 days, first of all, you should not plan any mock. Even if you want to look at a mock, so don't do it in a test format. Okay, fine. Just submit the examination as soon as you start and just go through these questions and their solutions. Okay, now in these last 2 days, some of the most important things that you must do is just go through the formula copy that you have made for quant. Okay, revise all the important concepts that you have highlighted in quant, verbal as well as logical reasoning. Okay, and obviously this 2 hours of GK should be continued. So overall, no mock in the last 2 days. Just go through only the formulas. No need to solve any new questions. no need to take any new area. So let's say in the last 2 days your friends ask you that, okay fine, have you done this topic, and you haven't done that particular topic. So there is no need to touch any new topic in these last 2 days, or I would say that in these last 10 days, no need to touch any new area. All right. Okay, so last 2 days, revise all the important areas, revise all the important concepts and formulas. Okay, must read something. So you may solve 2 or 3 RC passages, but keep it light. Okay, don't slog in these last 2 days. Okay, so this is the pre-exam preparation, that is before the examination day. Okay, now next element of this session is what to do on the day of the examination, before the examination. So we have those anxious moments with us before the examination. Okay, generally what happens is exam happens early in the morning, but this exam is planned in the middle of the day. So you will have good 5-6 hours in which you'll be sitting idle, worrying about this examination, taking huge amount of tension, and your friends will be calling you, talking about what strategy that you'll be applying in this examination, blah blah blah. There will be lots of disturbing factors, disturbing elements on that particular day. So let's see what needs to be done on examination day. Now, there are people who have a habit of getting up early in the morning on the day of the examination and going through each and every formula, each and every logic, concept, and so on. This need not to be done for this examination. So wake up at the normal time. Okay, so if you have a habit of waking up at 6 o'clock, wake up at 6 o'clock. If you have a habit of waking up at 10 o'clock, doesn't matter at all. Wake up at 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so whatever is your normal schedule, just follow it on the morning of this examination. All right, so you need to perform all the routine activities in a normal way. Okay, now next is revise the important formulas just for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, I'm not asking you to grab a notebook and just start solving the questions. No, need not to be done. Okay, so what you need to do is whatever important formulas are there, they must be in your formula copy. Just go through these formulas for 15 to 20 minutes and that's it. Okay, not more than 20 minutes. Also carry a newspaper with you to the examination hall, or in the morning as well you can read any newspaper. It can be Times of India, it can be Hindustan Times, or whatever newspaper that you follow at your home. Just read a newspaper in the morning for a few minutes. Okay, and carry this newspaper with you in the examination hall. Now this is one of the most important things, one of the most beneficial things. Now what happens during the examination at the examination center, we are forced to wait probably for half an hour to 45 minutes outside the examination hall, where we are doing nothing and listening to the rants of the other students and their parents. Fine. Now, obviously, we don't like such things. So we have to deviate our mind from all these activities. A newspaper is the best thing for that. So if you're carrying a newspaper with you and you're just reading any of the normal articles, then it will help you to distract from all those things that you don't want to listen. Okay. And the time you are entering in the examination hall, you can drop that newspaper at the gate, at the entrance gate of that examination hall, and just enter the examination hall. All right, so must carry a newspaper with you. Also, don't talk to the friends to discuss anything on the last minute preparation. Okay, this is the most harmful thing that you will be doing. Okay, so this is not like a college examination or a school examination. This is an entrance test and you are fully prepared on the day of examination. And obviously you cannot do anything if a new topic is suggested to you. So just stay away from those distractions. Don't call any friend. You can call your friends immediately after your examination, but not before the examination. All right. Okay. Now let's go to the most important element of this session, the exam hall strategy. What should be done at the time of this examination in those 100 minutes? So we'll be discussing different things. So first of all, the sequence in which the sections should be taken. Okay, so if I am at your position, I'll definitely start with general awareness section. Okay, second and third, this order can be customized. So you can go for quant and then English proficiency, or vice versa. Fine, English or quant as per your choice. Okay, but important is the first section should be general awareness, and then you can decide the order of the other two sections by yourself. Okay, so this is the sequence that I will suggest my students to go for. Now, next thing is how much time should be spent in every section. Okay, so this is the important thing. Now we have 40 questions to start with. So first section is general awareness section, and we have 40 questions. All right. Now these 40 questions may be one liner, maybe two liner. In a question of general awareness, you don't have to solve anything. You don't have to calculate anything. If you know the answer, you will mark the answer. If you don't know the answer, you will not mark the answer. Definitely, this is how it happens. Okay. So we have 40 questions, and I believe at an average speed, a student will be able to attempt around 4 questions per minute. Okay, so that means around 10 to 12 minutes should be given to this section. Let's give it 15 minutes. Okay, so in 15 minutes, you must leave this section. All right, you must attempt all the 40 questions. Okay, so your speed should be such that you must plan, you must basically go for time management skills in the next 10 days with the help of those 5 mocks which I've suggested, and making sure that you are finishing up with general awareness section in 15 minutes. Done. So out of 100 minutes, we are gone with 15 minutes in the first section. Okay. Now, second number, let's say I choose to go with English proficiency. Okay. Now I'm left with 85 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll spend 30 minutes. So we have 30 questions, and I'll spend 30 minutes in this section. Okay. And in these 30 minutes, whatever question I can solve, I will solve it. Okay. And will leave all the lengthy questions for the second round. Okay. So this is my first round in which I'm spending 30 minutes on these 30 questions. Now in these 30 minutes, what I should do is I should target all the questions which are less lengthy, which are easy, which are from my comfort zone, okay, which are my strong areas. So just pick up only those questions which can be solved in around 45 to 1 minute. 45 seconds to 1 minute में अगर solve हो जाता है, pick up that question. Otherwise, you can leave that question for the second round. Definitely will be having good amount of buffer time towards the end of this paper. Okay, so we'll come back to all these lengthy questions, difficult questions once again. But in these first 30 minutes, again and again, I'm repeating this fact. In these first 30 minutes, you must be targeting only those questions which you think can be solved in less than a minute. All right. Now, after these 30 minutes, you may leave this section. Okay. Now, it's not hard and fast like 30 minutes. So it can be plus minus 2. If you want to leave this section in 28 minutes, it's absolutely fine. If you want to leave this section in 32 minutes, that is also fine. But around 28 to 30 minutes, it is fine. Okay, now moving on to the third section, which is maths section, maths and LR. All right, again, I'll be spending 30 minutes. So we have 30 questions in this section, and I'll be spending 30 minutes in this. So again, in 30 minutes, once again, I'll be targeting only those questions which I can solve in less than 1 minute. And in the previous sessions that I have taken for maths and logical reasoning, we have seen that there are plenty of questions. There are plenty of questions. Around 20 to 25 questions are there in this section, which can be done in less than a minute each. Okay. So you just have to find those questions. They are waiting for you. Okay. And in 30 minutes, finish up with these 30 questions. Okay. Now, अभी तक कितना टाइम हो चुका है? Till now we have spent 75 minutes approximately. All right. Now we are still left with 25 minutes. Now, in the first 75 minutes, you have seen the entire paper. English and maths section I'm talking about. I'm not talking about GA section. Wait, I'll be completing with my strategy. So we have seen English section for 30 minutes. We have seen maths and LR section for 30 minutes. And definitely there are a lot of questions which are left behind. So now in these 25 questions, I'll go back. Okay, so either to English or maths, whatever you the sequence you want to go for. So these 25 minutes now will be divided, or now may be divided equally, or you can give 15 minutes to English and 10 minutes to maths. Like, since now I know the entire paper, now I know the difficulty level of the paper, now I know how many questions in each of these sections are left behind. So according to that particular moment, you can divide these 25 minutes in these two sections, only in these two sections. All right, not in any other section. Okay, all right. Now let's talk about another thing. How much time per question do I need to spend? Okay, so right now my strategy is not over. There are very important points which are yet to come. Okay, so what should be the time per question that I will be spending? So for general awareness, it should be somewhere around 15 to 20 seconds that I should be spending. Okay, now for English and maths. Now English, if it is a para-jumble question, if it's a reading comprehension question, so on an average, like you can spend around 1 to 1.5 minutes per question. But if it is a question of fill in the blanks, grammar, vocabulary, which are very short, then 30 seconds will be the appropriate time you can spend on these questions. For maths, I'll say that in round one, you can spend 45 to 60 seconds every question. Okay. Now, after 60 seconds are over, maximum in 70 seconds, let's say you get to understand that you are nowhere in that question after 60 minutes, or sorry, after 60 seconds or maybe 70 seconds, you understand that you are nowhere in that question, then immediately leave that question. Okay, this happens with a lot of students that they think after spending 60 seconds, they think that fine, I've spent 60 seconds, I have invested in this question, I must spend another 1 minute, probably I'll do this question, probably I'll get the answer for this question. No friends, this is a trap. Okay, this is a trap in which you are like pushing yourself, right? So if you are unable to solve any question in 60 seconds, you may leave that question for the time being, and later on in this buffer time, you can again come back to this question and then finish it. Okay, fine. So don't don't basically fall in the trap of these questions. Otherwise these questions will end up wasting 3 to 4 minutes of yours, and which is huge amount of time in such a small examination. All right, so make sure that you are not spending more than 60 seconds on each of these questions. Fine, targeting only those questions which you feel can be finished easily, which are short, which are one liner, which are from your strength areas, because for other questions you have still these 25 minutes left. All right, okay. Now next thing is, keep and utilize the buffer time that you have left for yourself for the end of this examination. So these 25 minutes should be utilized in a proper way. Okay, and finally attempt all the questions as they come. Now this is a very important advice that all of you must be following. Attempt all the questions as they come, especially for general awareness section. Okay, so make a point, make a note of it. Now when we are in GA section, obviously if we know the answer, we'll mark it. If we don't know the answer, it's not that later on we'll come back to this question once again and we will solve it in a certain way. No, this doesn't happens. Okay, so in these 15 minutes you will have to attempt each and every question of general awareness. You should not be leaving any question. If you know the answer, mark the correct answer. If you don't know the answer, mark a fluke. All right, Fine. So this practice should be used. This practice should be there in general awareness section. Now for English and math section, what you can do is there may be three types of questions. Question number one, first type of question, which you can solve it in the first round. Fine. So you have got the answer. You will mark the answer and move to the next question. Second type of question, a question which you want to come back later. All right. So you know the logic, but you think that the question is a little lengthy and you have decided to come back to that question later on. So you can leave that question blank. The third type of question is a type of question which even if we'll come back again, will not be able to get the answer. The type of questions which we'll have to leave definitely, certainly in this examination. So if you have any kind of question like that, make sure that you are marking a fluke on that question immediately as you have seen that question. Okay. Now, with this practice, what you are doing is you are leaving less number of questions which are left unattempted for that particular buffer time. Okay. Now, I have seen a lot of students by mistake or I don't know how, they leave some questions and they think that they will come back to these questions once again towards the end of the examination and mark a fluke to all these questions. Sometimes we forget to do that. Sometimes the timer gets over and all these questions are left unattempted, and that is a huge loss in an examination in which we don't have a negative marking. All right. So please save yourself from such a big loss. Attempt all the questions of general awareness in these 15 minutes, in the first 15 minutes. Then for English and math section, just leave only those questions which you think that you will come back and attempt them later. You can also bookmark those questions. There is a facility, there is an option of bookmarking such questions. So what you can do is you can attempt, you can mark an option on those questions and also mark those questions for bookmark. Okay, so you are attempting these questions, but you have bookmarked these questions so that these questions are reflected in the question grid, and you can come back to these questions. Even if you forget to remove the bookmark, then these questions will be counted as attempted questions. You don't have to worry about that. Fine. So just take care of all these things during the examination and make sure that you are maximizing your score. All right. So friends, that was all from my side. If you like this session, please do press a like button immediately just now. Comment, share and subscribe our channel. If you have anything to ask, then what you can do is you can meet me live on the Telegram channel. So there will be like a live discussion with me on the Telegram channel. So the link of that Telegram channel is given in the description of this session. You can be a group of our Telegram group using which you can interact live with me on 17th of February. Yes, 3 days from now, 17th of February at 3 p.m. Where if you have any specific query related to any of the topics, related to any of the preparations, then you can ask me through that live conferencing. All right. So please do like our if please do like this session, comment, share and subscribe the channel. Now also starting today, every day 14 February till 23rd of February, we have started with a series of sessions as a last lap to TISSNET 2022. From 14th to 23rd, there will be a session daily at 7 p.m. in which we'll be covering different areas and different topics. Okay, so meet us at 7 p.m. live every day on YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. So please do subscribe our channel, press the bell icon, and you will get all the notifications and you will not miss any of these sessions. All right. Now, the students who are looking to join any of the GDPI program for the preparation of the second stage of selection procedure, they may look at this particular program whose details are mentioned on the screen right now. So this is a personalized mentoring program in which the alumni of I am Indore and I am Calcutta will be mentoring you personally. For the detailed discussion, for the details of this program, you can call at the number which is given at the bottom of your screen. Also, those who are looking to join any of the CAT 2022 program, so you may join a complete course batch number 5, whose details are already mentioned on the screen. Okay, and you may call at this number for further details. So friends, that is all from my side. I hope you like this session. You will follow all the strategies that I have told you in this session, and these strategies will be able to help you in maximizing your score and hence clearing the cutoff that is required to get a call for the second stage of selection procedure for tests. All the best, my dear friends. We'll see you once again with the other sessions. Have a good day.